They do face off against each other in competition, but both these two teams, there was a lot of smack talk after last time they went up against each other because it was because of Mercado. We're talking about stagnances, we're talking about all kind of things, but let's see who's going to play the best on the day. Atlanta FaZe starting on the more favorable side, kills coming in for abezy to kick things off.
Yeah, you are correct. The bad blood here could make it a spicy series indeed. LA Thieves will be looking for this hard point to begin with. It's all about the rotations. The spawn's already flipping for them.
Yep, happy to flip them. By the looks of things, simp spawning out will immediately give that information over towards the side of Atlanta FaZe. Envoy will find two though. A little bit of scrap time on offer. There's number 3. Nicely done. cellium will clean it up. Here comes the pressure. 23 seconds to go until we head over towards P2. Atlanta FaZe looking to posture over towards it.
As Abezy is one of the most prevalent slayers in the CDL. He is gunning. That's 6 already. A cruise off the rip. We're not even in P2 yet. cellium is trying to find this last one as well. Should be able to clean it up. 7-0 start. Almost an 8-0, but eventually shut down by Kenny. Spawns are going to be the issue.
That's a big kill coming in from drazah. Looking like a couple of the members of Atlanta FaZe had made a rotation over towards P2. It was working out for them. drazah was alone, still is alone. Envoy will find one through the middle. drazah, Envoy working it together. It's back-to-back 3 pieces for Envoy to break up in P2. Rotation locked in, FaZe now, a lot of work to do.
And the FaZe thought they might have had that in the bag, not to be so. Time ticking up for LA Thieves. The pinch coming in from Atlanta FaZe. They have bodies in every single direction, but that's all they've got. Bodies hitting the deck, as they have not found a kill on the attack here yet.
cellium's the only one who can answer back to that critic. Hedges control will matter. No, that is pretty much a full 60 for the side of the LA Thieves. Scoreboard check, have a look. Envoy is the one who's causing issue. He really has been clinical for this side, especially when it comes down to rotations. We see him so early on those. He was there to help drazah out, which locked down all that P2 time. 10 seconds remaining. Every single one of those seconds over towards Thieves. Set up now for FaZe. It was there for P2. Can it be better for P3? No, that's big already.
Trying to hold desperately against a sea of slaying. And all of it goes for Thieves. It's almost perfect. Simp finds 2 back though. And that's the 3rd for Simp, the only man standing up to Thieves. And they're waiting for reinforcements. Simp has managed to do everything they can. Kane will fire back with his own. The trades come in. Atlanta FaZe eventually wreck control back. And it is a godsend from Simp.
And they absolutely needed that. That would have been back-to-back perfect breaks coming in from Thieves. We speak about perfect breaks. It comes the second time of asking now. Can they manage to lock down this final 30 seconds? The breaks have been so impressive for Thieves. It's something we talk about in their hardpoint game. It's so crucial for them to find them, and when they do, they win games. That's 2-3 hills so far. Looking good for the side of Thieves in terms of the breaks. It's a solid lead heading over towards Barbershop.
The slaying isn't even that far out. It's just nothing going the way for Thieves. Going the way for Atlanta FaZe when they want it. And now you can see the Thieves moving again. Almost going to be perfect teamwork, but they end up getting the team kill as well. This time, Atlanta FaZe have it locked in. Can they hold off the push they know is coming?
3rd time the charm. That has to be the question here for FaZe. Break not going to come through Envoy, who has really been the catalyst for this side so far. So it's slow and steady. Maybe wins the race here for the side of Thieves now, who are going to be pushing through the front street. Slasher ready to lock this down. They're rocking a hard place. If you're Thieves, Kenny with the first one to fall. Good play coming in from FaZe so far. This is some decent chunk of time. abezy cleaning up the front as well. And they're getting themselves on the board here, Bryce. That was crucial that they got at least 30 seconds here. There's 30 seconds more to play for.
Yeah, they've been slaying back and forth between them, but still holding. There's going to be a lot of pressure coming through. cellium's let one slip down the gap. Thieves is going to be in. He finds the first kill, but he's outnumbered. Fortunately, his teammate gets him there at the same time. Slasher running for his life, but Thieves still doing a really good job of racking up the time.
Rotational gunfights now starting to go down. Kenny and Envoy already here. Simp on his own. Simp already dead. cellium goes to the challenge. It really has been rotations. That has been 50-50. But if you look at the scoreline, it tells you what Thieves have been doing well. When they get round, they're okay. Well, they find the holds, but only momentarily. abezy to find another. Now looking like this rotation goes towards FaZe. Seems like they're starting to heat up into this game just a little bit, but the holds need to be better.
They've got at the moment abezy on 3. LA Thieves going for this big stack. They're waiting, they're biding their time, trying to get through, but they're not finding the kills where they need them. This has put them stacked now. They're back into the respawn, and abezy is starting to take over. 6th streak for him now, Cruz in the back pocket as well. And this is exactly what they needed. Regain the momentum, start taking it to Thieves.
And that's the thing with Mercado. You can have one good rotation, one good 60 hold. You're back into the game. You're not going to get the 60 by the looks of things, though. 20 seconds of scrap time. Influential for both 2 teams. abezy for the challenge. That was what? I want to say 5, 7, 8 seconds or so going over towards Thieves uncontested. Rotation, though. not uncontested. You can see two members of FaZe setting up towards the alley side. abezy on the 7th spree, looking to break it from the other end, but envoy will deal with the other two on the other side of the map. Now for FaZe, it's a perfect break that you have to now find. Thieves set up in a good place.
At this point, I wonder if Atlanta FaZe might call in a cruise. They've got to get the tax in position, but it will move LA Thieves out of position if they do it. abezy, though, stacking in towards back alley. He's already going to fall. Envoy finds the first. The rest of Atlanta FaZe are finding nothing. Drazah gets one more. Simp finds a kill, but Slash, who is miles away, almost finds the second. But again, it's a hold for Thieves.
And it's all about the pinch here for FaZe. They haven't been able to set it up. Well, the setup has been there, but the kills haven't come in either end. The kills fall through for the side of Thieves. It's another really good hold. After the first couple of hills, it's been pretty clinical for both two teams, but is this hold going to continue for Thieves? Not quite. 20 seconds left to go on this hill, and FaZe will pick up the time. And it was much needed. Thieves have been starting to run away with this, but now drazah locking down the car park as we head over towards P7. Thieves are the first one here, and this is an opportunity to get some good time again.
Patience is now a virtue. Here comes the first. Can the team get the tax and grenade in place early enough? And they will. cellium finds one, abezy finds a second, and they're now swinging into it. Simp finds a third. Octane now alone. A sea of tiny terrorists swarms upon his corpse, and they have broken into this. Considering how LA Thieves have looked all the way through this hard point, this score is very close.
And that comes down to cellium's crews coming in, obviously, but look at where abezy was. Blue side pushes through, finds one. All of a sudden, Thieves have been pinched, and all of a sudden, it's went over towards the side of FaZe. It's a wonderful break from them, and this is 30 seconds of time, which will somehow, some way find FaZe in the lead. Based on what we've seen in this game so far, though, it's felt like Thieves all the way through. FaZe have kept themselves in touch. FaZe about to take the lead.
Well, they're looking for this, they're continuing to hold, and as they are on the cusp of taking this game into the lead, let's find out what they sound like in the comms. With Atlanta FaZe, listen in.
He's still back long on
Where?
Where'd he go?
Where'd he go?
I don't know.
He's still long 10.
They're gonna be behind me 10.
Yeah, someone behind.
It's me. I'm deep. Deep dead.
All your yes.
I have deep dead.
I got one dark.
I'm
Fuck, I think one might have spawned here.
I think time.
Watch it, on TV, get time.
Could be top.
Okay, let's go. I'm going to
Deep, guys.
I think they're all playing yellow side.
I have barber cross.
I don't see anything dark.
They're gonna play deep here. I don't see anything
Yeah,
barber.
Chris.
Better for me too.
I don't have it.
No wall, challenge. Tunnel, no wall. I spawn out, yellow. They want me to
Hedge on me, one shot hedge. And one more tunnel, push through.
tunnel.
Yellow man, one shot, yellow man, I think.
I'll team tunnel.
I spawn out barber.
He's left side hill. Oh, I'm trying to help you barber side.
How short, guys?
I'll say barber side also.
Fuck, alright, you guys play bar round. I ain't short.
Nothing white. I see them in. Lucky challenge, hold on.
Heard you. No one short.
Alright, literally 3 on time. They're going barber side though. 2 barber side.
Short. I'm about to go short that barber.
I'm trying to
One out. And one barber.
Well, it's been back and forth. Atlanta FaZe had the lead, but lost it on P1 and lost the P2 spawns, even with the streak that cellium went on.
And that is 2 cruise missiles now in the back pocket for the side of Atlanta FaZe. Can they use this to break potentially? Slasher now on top, Slasher dead. And this is going to be a hold by the looks of things from the side of Thieves. Got to slow down the push through alleyway. They're about to break 200. This is a good opportunity to put themselves within spitting distance of a map #1 win.
This might even be the last push from FaZe. They have to go, and they have to go now. They can't really afford to go for it. cellium gets a team kill, though. Kenny jumps on the top. He's weak. He's going to do there. Can cellium find the next one? Kenny sprays, and cellium gets it. The scrap time is good. This is what they need, but the rotation kills are better. Simp is here. He gets the kill as well. It's 2 for Simp. They have the rotation.
Rotation locked in from Simp with 2 minutes plus in the hill. It's all been about the SMGs for FaZe. When they're finding points they can get in the hill, they're locking it down. Thieves are forced away. Both teams breaking 200 points. We're over towards P3. A huge moment in this game. Thieves starting to posture. Here they go.
They've got bodies, they've got kills, they're now swarming in. cellium desperately fighting for his life. Looking as you can see all the LAC players flood through and he's alone. They're putting the pressure on him. Envoy is not going to find him. But cellium's staying alive desperately here. He needs to keep them occupied. The rest of them on the way. The cruise missiles are now committed. Atlanta FaZe wants back into this hill and they're doing it with numbers and gunning.
cellium still alive inside the point as well, allowing the rest of the team to come through while Thieves focus. Both 2 teams picking up about similar times so far. In this one, the final few gunfights, Kenny will win one. Does he know he's behind him? My goodness, Kenny and that's going to be a huge 15 or so points to the side of Thieves. They're going to be within touching distance. They have the rotation. FaZe, one more opportunity to find a break, and then you need to be perfect. The fact the cruise missile might help them.
Here we go. Tags and nades will be committed back alley. You can already see it going. He's committed. The boost is hit. He doesn't find it, but abezy breaks in with two regardless. LA Thieves have been rebuffed from the barber shop. The haircuts are not coming today. Drazah fighting for his life. He knows he has to hold this door open. The rest of them are pouring through. Simp and Kenny trade out at the end. Envoy now flies into the point. Guns are firing on all cylinders from all of these players. But at the moment, Thieves have found some ingress, and it will be cellium. And now Thieves are too far away. They have to go.
Big gunfights going on in the middle. Drazah will find one. 37 seconds on the clock there for FaZe. They broke 240. It's in the ascendancy for them now. Thieves have got to go.
Envoy going through, but he's down. Simp with two. Simp with no. Doesn't get it.
Gotta go.
Go in seconds. And FaZe take the hard points. Thieves had it most of the time, but it's not about how you start. It is about how you end. And that is a dagger to Thieves from the outset.
And you gotta feel like the rotations from Thieves majority of the way through were looking good. But they just couldn't lock the time down. Simp and abezy going off where needed. Simp dropping 2